forget. I instant messaged her yesterday, and then when I didn't hear from her,
Yeah, she was on
I didn't
for your
send.
anniversary.
Oh, is it? I didn't send a finance email,
Mhm.
what I was gonna do.
Okay.
And then I forgot. Too much.
I know.
We're on camera, you know.
I don't care.
Now Lawrence. I don't think anybody else is on. Okay, so how do I see?
Jeez, I got the Omicron variant. I'm supposed to go to Ohio State Duke game tonight.
That'll be a tough game for you. So that'll be a tough game for you. Don't even.
The end predictor has Ohio State 55% chance of winning.
Well, that's because they have preschool kids voting today.
You didn't ask if I wanted to go?
It's me and my dad.
How about my Cyclones? In the NIT preseason.
Yeah, they're playing well.
Yeah.
They weren't
Especially
expecting.
when they won 2 games last year.
Is that all they want?
That's all they won.
That's nice then.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Matt talk to you?
No, Aaron did.
I told you.
No, he answered.
Your coach leaving or is
Yeah,
that?
he's done. He's already on. I think Marcus.
When I was done, I said, by the way,
He's
you
good.
want to bug your boss.
He's coaching Buffalo.
He goes,
He was a defensive coordinator at UC. Now he's at Notre Dame. He played linebacker very highly. Young.
so I got that
He can do
printout.
100 mil for 8 years.
Yeah.
So when we get to,
Told Notre Dame counter, but they're like,
and they ask you questions,
we've done it.
over to you. So it's
We've done this 3 times.
Oh, no, I just
They
didn't
got
know
the
why
real
I didn't know I was down here, so.
just, you can answer any questions technically
You want to go?
about any of this stuff.
We want you to stay, and here's what we're willing to.
And if not, then
He's like, and I don't blame him either.
Talk to you.
well, I wanted you to bring everybody down sometime and have a discussion about
Like Riley.
meals.
Riley, I want to challenge.
Christian's out of.
Challenge going to South.
Okay,
So I
Right.
think he's coming back.
and if
Riley's smarter than Kelly.
come down whenever,
Riley knows where it's.
it's okay.
Okay.
I just want to find out,
I've had it.
oh, what you sent me yesterday about the city.
Oh, I have more to add to that.
Okay,
Yeah, I have more to add. I just don't want to talk about it.
I don't want you to either. No, that's fine.
I don't want to hear it, so.
Get through it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I was on the line.
He is. Give me just a second.
Got him off the news.
I'm in no hurry.
Go that far.
Or, damn,
I think we're okay.
I was in like, I was kind of like in a mood to start some shit. You know?
I think we're okay there.
What's Jody's email?
She sent an email to you, Kelly. Stacy, it's jperry@richlandareachamber.com.
I'm in the commissioner, so I can't. Richland area.
Yeah, in the assistant and challenge.
J. Perry.
Whatever, I'm good. Shit, I'm too damn
See if she
busy.
gets that.
He's got problems at drive.
I'm ready.
Okay. Good morning. This is the Richland County Board of Commissioners. I'm Darrell Banks with fellow commissioners Tony Vero and Cliff Mears, Stacy Carr, our clerk, Andrew Keller, our new administrator. And with us today is the auditor's office led by Pat Dropsy. Online, we have Al Lawrence from the News Journal. And in the back row, we got Carl Hunnell from the Richland Resource. So we're here to, first thing on the agenda is the auditor's budget for 2022. So Pat, would you like to talk to us about that?
Okay, so do you want to talk about the office budget, or do you want me to talk about my revenue estimates first? It's depending on,
Let's do the offices first.
Okay.
Expense.
okay, so on our main budget, we're requesting approximately $41,000 less than was budgeted last year. Majority of that has to do with the fact that Mr. McGinty has switched from our office over to the treasurer's office. However, he's still helping us out doing end of the year stuff. And
Answered my first question.
Mine too.
the financial report for next year, or that we'll be doing next year. In regards to the financial report, we're also going to get some additional help from the state auditor's office and the local government services department, which is in the past, what they've done for us is review Andy's work. I had asked them back when Andy and I discussed him leaving, if they would provide a body to do the work. And they're unable to do that because they just don't have enough bodies, but they're going to increase their review of all the work and help make us changes whenever changes are necessary when it comes to that. But in the meantime, Andy's also going to help me get everything done. And I've agreed to, which is part of the budget, I've agreed to pay him a stipend to do that.
So he's drawing a salary from the treasurer's office and getting additional monies?
Yeah, he's getting a stipend. I agreed to give him a stipend. In fact, I offered to give him a stipend to make sure that when we need him, we have him.
So what's the payment arrangement?
It's $500 a week.
Assuming he has a full-time job next door, is that additional hours?
No, it's during the 40-hour work week. And he went through his boss to make sure his boss was okay with that. What his agreement is with his boss is his business, not mine. I'm only concerned about making sure that we have him available for end of the year stuff like we've had for the last 15 plus years. And then give me guidance when it comes to the doing the financial report.
That's close to us.
The financial report 20 years ago. There's a lot of changes that's been made and how it has to be presented. So I know I need some help. And
So is John or someone else learning this? So
yeah, he's learning it too, but I'm also looking into hiring somebody sometime over the next 12 to 18 months. If I can steal somebody. I would be preferable to be able to take somebody from the state auditor's office.
He's getting $500 extra a week.
A week. He's been, every time we've asked him to do something, there's been no excuse. He's showed up, came over, helped us out.
That takes his annual salary to $94,000 a year.
I doubt if it'll be used, if we'll use him for the whole year, even though that's the budget.
Okay.
Because we should be done with the report by sometime in July, the review with the state auditor's office. And hopefully, once that's over and done with, then we can mutually agree to release him from that. So, and that's the main, what we're requesting is $607,553.12 for our general fund budget. If you look at the line item for salaries, our salaries are being reduced by approximately 42,000 and some change, 42,008. Really isn't, yeah, I said it's a reduction, but most of it has to do with the fact that we did not replace Andy.
Notice in your IT budget that Nathan McVicker is listed as part-time?
It shouldn't be listed that way. That's my mistake. I'll fix that. When he, you know what? That's from when he first started because he was still in college. He was part-time. So in the IT budget, it is an increase of approximately $22,000 in salary and approximately $80,000 in overall budget. The majority of that has to do with the support services. with an increase of 30,000 and some equipment purchases of an increase of about $35,000.
Any reason for that? I know we have the licenses and the emergency notification, but
Some of it's licenses, and if you look on the attachment, we have that broken down. Every single thing that IT will be doing when it comes to support services and or equipment. Then we also have it broken down further to where what real estate's portion of it is and what the general funds portion of it is.
your budget's difficult in the sense, just the nature. You have IT, real estate, general fund. If I look at headcount, something I always do from year to year. 2020, you had 4 in IT, 7 in general fund, 10 in real estate. 2021, which is this year, you had 4, 7, 10. But if I look in real estate, you have 11 noted for 2022. What am I missing?
You have David, who's the first one that's on that list. He goes back and forth. He does both weights and measures, and he works in real estate, particularly during the winter time when he's not out doing gas pumps. We also have Johnny Jurger, who does both. He was totally in real estate as a GIS coordinator. Part of the issue of Andy leaving is that he's going to start doing some general fund stuff in addition to the GIS stuff. So he's doing both ways. So he's and then Sherry Hyde, she's in IT. She's the supervisor of IT, and she does both. She handles both for us. Trying to think why.
So here's your 2020 real estate submission.
I'm trying to think of who's not,
Go over them. Let's see here.
because I don't have 2020s in front of me.
So here's what I showed for 20, excuse me.
I'll tell you what it was. Amanda Zodi, we reduced the amount of people in bookkeeping and put her back into real estate. So that's why there's 11 instead of
The
10.
general fund's still at 7.
Because of McGinney, because Andy's on there for the stipend.
I don't show Andy in your real estate though, Pat.
Andy McGinney,
I show Sieving, Jurger, Hyde, Zinkel, Seacrest, Zodi, Lemaster, Anderson,
Right.
Brokaw, Ramey, Huff.
right. But McGinney is still in
But that totals 11.
right, because the Zodi went from general fund to real estate.
Okay.
And then Andy McGinney would have been pulled out of the general fund, except that's where his stipend's coming from. So he's still on that list in general fund. That's why there's still 7. General fund should be 6 because of Andy's stipend. Yes, we had 7 the previous year, but like I said, we moved out of bookkeeping and moved her into real estate. And she was originally hired from in the first place.
Well, here's where I'm confused.
That's okay.
2021, you had 7 full.
Right.
You have 7 full this year, and then Andy's the one part-time.
So evidently I've moved somebody in between real estate and general fund. Well, it'd be Johnny Jurger. Because Johnny Jurger was in real estate. And then he went to general fund. Half of his salary is in general fund because he's doing some of Andy's old stuff.
So it used to be all real estate
Yes.
and now he's half and half.
Right. That's why there's 7 full.
Yeah, I was trying to find the paper trail here.
New.
So in 2021, in the real estate, you had Jurger.
Correct.
100%.
Let me see if you had it in the general fund as well. No, general fund. Had Jurger listed in real estate. I'm trying to find your general fund now.
Give them all back.
Six, seven. We had Kosher, McCullum, Zodi, Sieving, Lindsay, McGinty, and Swank last year.
Mhm.
The general fund. So now you're splitting Jurger, in other words?
Yeah. Just putting him between real estate because he still does GIS. Real estate, and he's doing some of Andy's stuff in regards to the entities and their budgets.
Okay. All right.
And then Zodi was moved out, general fund into real estate.
Okay. Hard to track everything.
I do that because I know it irritates you.
Yes.
With the extra equipment, support services, with all the computers. I'm old enough to remember when they said computers are going to save you money.
Right.
We got lied to.
Yeah. A lot.
Time, yeah. On the cameras, we're going to replace $100,000 worth of cameras. What all does that include?
The objective is to replace all of our buildings. So we've got cameras in courthouse, People's, dog wardens, Longview. There's another building on Parks. I think we have some cameras in there. The Hike Vision is being replaced with Digital Watchdog.
If you remember, about 2 years ago, the federal government put out something about Hike Vision because they're affiliated with the Chinese.
Has anything happened from China in the past couple of years?
Nothing that I know of. I mean,
Cameras.
Thought you switched.
I did.
Well, that answer sounded like somewhere else.
I don't have any more questions, Pat.
You want to,
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but keep.
I'm sure we do. And I will make the same promise to you this year that I made to you last year. Once we get December's permissive sales tax in, then we will relook at it and I'll have a discussion with you guys and I will make a change to the estimate for permissive sales tax.
So we're meeting tomorrow, and I know you and I always do this at the end of the
Yes,
year.
we do.
We guesstimate where we're coming in at.
Right. We will be at least 23.8 combined.
We'll be at 23. Yeah, I think you and I said about 23. Not sure we'll get to 24, but
But once again, I want to caution the commissioners that it's been over 30 years since we've had inflation at the rate we've had.
Right.
I have no idea. I'm not going to bullshit you. I have no idea what's going to happen when it comes to spending in our county during 2022, if inflation stays at the current rate or even if it increases.
I do think maybe Cliff and you can have a discussion tomorrow because we start budgeting here. So we're going to kind of need to at least have an idea on the bogey as we go through the budgets.
I know you do.
On the 20th.
Yeah, I'll get it in on the 20th. I'll be able to tell you on the 21st.
So you think we'll end up 23.8?
I think we'll end up at 23.8 and I will certify more than the 22.4 that's in there.
Thanks.
I'm just going to be cautious because I'll never put you guys in a position where I got to come in and tell you I was wrong. Oh, you're going to have to cut your budget. I'd rather tell you I was wrong and you're going to get more money in than what I said.
Then we get accused of being sandbaggers, right?
But all you have to do is tell them, hey,
To be a sand.
we'll see the auditor because the auditor is the one that's sandbagging us. But a sandbagger, the only time that's bad is in golf. That's when you're dealing with personal income, none.
Okay. Any questions from our friends in the media over there?
And we have been joined by Greg Kale of WMFD.
Pat, when you say 23.8, is that what you're talking about revenue projection for 2022?
No, that's the actual permissive sales tax money for 2021.
And what is your current look? And I know you'll revise it, but what's your still current estimate for 2022?
For revenue,
All revenue.
Well,
It's
let's talk sales tax revenue.
22.4.
What about overall?
Overall, it's approximately 36 million. Thereabouts.
22.4 is a little higher than was last time. I think you and I talked. What kind of caused that to go up?
Hold on a second.
A Duke fan? No, it's, I know it's a little bit higher than when we talked before, but it's just, truthfully, I know I'm gonna go even higher than 22.4. I just don't know how high. It was a nice round number.
Because right now Stacy has 20,900,000 for 2022.
22.4 includes the,
Not Stacy,
um,
from
Oh.
Pat's numbers.
That's numbers. I mean, Pat, to you in your working slash
the casino.
eyes general fund budgets.
22.
I will say
Yeah, it's 20 million nine
he better come
in sales. And we're gonna hit about approximately 23.8 in actual sales tax this year.
22.4 includes the casino.
It includes the casino, and the casino tax is 1.5. Got you, sir.
Oh, you got any questions?
No, I don't.
Thank you.
Saying 36 total, where are the budget requests in line with the revenue?
well,
They are not.
they're not. That's why that's exactly what we're talking about right now. If,
Give me the number, or what is the number of the requests?
right now we're at 41.8 in requests, which puts us 5.8 in the hole. Now, Pat comes up with sales tax. That might only put us only budgeting terms, couple million that we'd have to cut potentially. But we need to get comfortable and
You have to come up quite a bit to go.
yeah, but I mean, you always know the requests come in and we'll go to work. So
Currently, my total estimate is 36,011,926.50. It will go up.
we hope.
It will go up.
Yeah, I was looking to see sales tax receipts being posted. And they always post at the end of the month. Once in a blue moon, they're shortly.
Yeah, well, I'll get an email.
month, And then you'll get two postings.
Yeah, we'll get an email here sometime within the next week.
Yeah.
From taxation.
I'm tracking
I
23.
know you are.
But that's a lot of $1 million to find.
Certainly helped by the internet sales tax. So,
Yeah, that's for sure.
and it's one tax.
Probably been a saving grace as far as during the shutdown.
And I know tax is a bad word to a lot of people, but I think it's fair in
Hey,
terms
if
of
you don't spend, it,
protecting
you don't
local
pay it.
businesses, right?
Fairest tax in the United States.
That's right. So,
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to talk about?
Just that, it pains me to say this, but, Notre Dame won it, Ohio State. And I've had to live with that.
I don't know, did Notre Dame win or lose as of last night?
Well, you know what? That should make you happy, okay?
But I can't.
You can go feed
Purple
you.
face gets to be with the purple school now, I guess.
Much as you complain about him, you ought to be.
Exactly.
He's a
I
good.
thought he would be happy.
What are you gonna do? It's a different world.
Okay.
He's a good coach. I think they'll pick that guy, just like we talked about.
Stacy wouldn't let me put the breaking feed in front of me to see if they announced a new head
You
coach.
got a phone.
I don't bring it with me. You know what I mean?
Well, we're going to discuss right now.
Okay, so you want us out of here?
Not necessarily.
Hey, if there's any news on that, come in and let us know. Will ya? There's a 10 a.m. press conference.
Harry joined us.
Jody Perry from the
Thank you.
chamber is now with us.
She's online.
Should be okay. Remember what I told you.
So we'll go to other. Can I get a motion to certify the record proceedings for November 23rd?
So moved.
I have a small typo.
Ooh,
First paragraph, tape 0.0.34, about 2/3 of the way down. Why hasn't the environmental officer been funding to help? I think it should be funded. Funding.
Yeah.
Matt, I'll second.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero,
yes.
Mears.
And can we approve the requisitions?
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Vero,
I hadn't seen that.
And approve the monthly and or month-end transitions and appropriations. Yes, I do.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero,
Yes.
Commissioner Mears.
Yes.
Okay, well, we want to discuss the ARPA, Small Business Advertising Assistance, and I know Jody's on the phone and Andrew is right here. So Andrew, you want to explain to us what we got here?
Absolutely, Commissioner. Well, today we're announcing our first formal sub-grant under the American Rescue Plan Act. We've had these conversations that got us to this point, but we're prepared to proceed with a notice of award for the COVID-19 Small Business Assistance Advertising Program. And what that will consist of, and I've had the pleasure of working with Jody Perry, the CEO of the Richmond Area Chamber on this. The county will subgrant to the chamber $16,000. Chamber will use all of those funds then to purchase advertising spots to promote small business patronization during the holiday season leading up to Christmas. So this followed. We already had a campaign for shopping small for Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, and so this will pick up where that left off probably about next week, I believe, where we will do an advertising campaign to promote people shopping at small businesses in Richland County. As many people know and have experienced, small businesses have been impacted by COVID-19 disproportionately in a way that large retailers and online retailers haven't, to the extent that small businesses have. They've taken quite a hit. So we think it's appropriate that the very first Richland County sub-award would be going to helping Richland County small businesses, as they've taken quite a hit. This will be styled and branded in a way to make it clear that a critical component of the awareness here is the impact that small businesses have taken from the negative economic effects of COVID-19. And so we're going to remind the public of that and encourage folks to shop small. Should have in front of you, commissioners, a notice of award that's specific to this particular subgrant. We also see a COVID-19 Small Business Assistance Advertising Program project description. Jody Perry with the Chamber prepared that project description. It's just a one-page description of the program, why it's necessary, why COVID-19 necessitated this. And so that describes what we will be doing through this sub-award. The notice of award is a document that the commissioners will need to approve to comply with federal law, as well as we have a sub-grant agreement that the county commissioners will then execute with the Chamber of Commerce to formalize this sub-award. Today, as far as formal action from the commissioners, we need really two things. The first is to authorize this sub-award. And my suggestion would be to look at this 2-page notice of award document with the Richmond County emblem on top And go to the second page. You'll see a brief supplemental narrative description. Again, that's required by federal law. Following that is a paragraph that describes this project. I would suggest reading that paragraph into the record as your resolution. And that could function as the commissioner's formal resolution to authorize this program. That'd be the first formal action that the commissioners would take today.
Okay. And I will read that. Supplemental narrative description, COVID-19 Small Business Assistance Advertising Program. The Chamber will develop and pay the cost of an advertising assistance program responding to the negative economic impacts of COVID-19 on Richland County small businesses for the purpose of financial hardships stemming from the declines in revenue and periods of business closure. The advertising assistance program will be designed to exclusively promote the support and patronization of Richland County small business that have experienced negative economic impacts of COVID-19. This advertising assistance is calculated to increase customer awareness and spending at Richland County small business that have suffered financial hardship, thus mitigating COVID-induced revenue. The advertising assistance program will remind the public that local small businesses, as opposed to large online retailers, are disproportionately impacted by the negative efforts of COVID-19. And you would.
That would take the form then of resolution to authorize that notice of award as you just described, Commissioner.
Okay, can we get a motion to approve the notice of award?
I have one quick comment or question, I guess. This is the chamber gets no administrative fee out of the 16,000. Is that correct?
Chamber is not collecting an administrative fee, which is certainly will require work and effort on the part of the chamber, but they're graciously not asking for an administrative fee, and this is going directly to the costs to get the advertising out there.
$16,000. Was a motion made? I'm sorry.
No, there wasn't.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero,
Yes.
Commissioner Mears.
Yes.
And
Thank you to the
Second.
chamber for not taking a fee.
Secondly, commissioners, also just kind of as a corollary, will be authorizing entering into the subaward agreement with the chamber. That's part and parcel with the notice of award, but I would suggest that be by separate motion to enter into the subaward agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero,
Yes.
Commissioner Mears.
Yes.
The affidavit form is for the sign and stand on.
To sign the agreement. We're gonna let Jody sign it first.
Yeah, we'll send it to the chamber, circulate to the chamber first for signature, and then have the auditor sign it, and it'll be back to the commissioners for execution at that point.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Jody,
Jody, you
Yeah,
want to come?
Thank you very much. As you can hear, I'm a little bit under the weather, so I didn't want to come in, but appreciate your support. And Andrew was great to work with through this, and we're excited to be able to get this off the ground and hopefully really help our small businesses. We did hear some great feedback on Small Business Saturday, so we were excited that people went out and kind of kicked off the holiday season that way, supporting small.
Be focal, right, Ms. Berry?
Exactly right. Yes.
Well, thank you, board, and thank you, Jody, as well.
Andrew, thank you for your work on this.
Get better soon, Jody.
To justify why we hired
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Carl,
I'm all good, thank you.
Al,
Hey, Jody, if you can hear me, it's Greg. Do you?
Yep.
Are you going to be developing a new campaign, or I know there's a lot of stuff out there already? Is it just going to further push the messaging that you already have out there?
It will be tied to the messaging that's already out there, but there will be some new things as well. As Andrew said, we're really focusing on the small businesses who were particularly impacted by the COVID closures and things early on. So you'll hear some change in the messaging that you've already heard, but certainly I would say it's complementary to what you've been hearing.
Okay. Thank you. Get better.
Thanks.
thanks, Jody. Hope you're feeling better soon.
Yes, thanks. Me too.
Okay. Okay, next on the agenda is to authorize approve the statement of special inspections for the Lucas Tower. The tower, it's the nature of a 300-foot tower going up, requires extra inspections due to the engineering construction of it. And we would like to have an approval to sure that gets done.
My only question was, I read Captain Sweat's email. Did the prosecutor's office review it?
No.
Now, this guy used to do it, but so the same protocols in place. I think they need to review it before we sign, right? So, any reason to think otherwise?
Well, my assumption was that we probably don't have a choice. Since it's the inspection marks tower type thing, but we can have them review it. I can send it over.
Mr. Keller, any thoughts on this?
What's the title of the?
Special inspections, Risk County / Village of Lucas Marks Communications Tower. And the address.
Send it.
It's not very long. So maybe by the time we go do our other items, you can take a quick peek.
Got it.
You want here?
All right.
No. Can we hold him in contempt or anything? Like had him taken out in cuffs or anything?
Okay, the next thing on the agenda is to award L2 demolition project and associates.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Barrow,
Yes.
Commissioner Mears.
Yes.
What's the dollar amount on that?
$92,200.
First of all, can we get that started?
Yeah, it's
You want a rock hammer like Andy Dufresne to go help down there?
I didn't hear that figure clearly, Daryl.
$292,200.
And what company is that?
Door and Associates, DORE. They are out of Michigan. And they have an office in Columbus, and I think 7 or 8 places they got offices. One in Columbus. That's where this one will be coming from.
The lowest, best bid.
Lowest and best bid.
What is this project again?
It's in the old jail of ripping out the,
Getting the steel out.
Does this include redoing the floors and stuff where stuff has been ripped out? Or is that going to be something separate?
floor leveling.
They're leveling the floor. They won't be finished floors, but because of all the utilities that were down there, the floor is going to be very rough and unlevel, and they'll be leveling it out so that we can finish the floors properly.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the level.
Yeah, that's included.
Okay. That's all I had.
Okay. Okay, the engineer has asked us to award Mill Run Bridge replacement to Adena Corporation. And cost of replacement of the bridge is $201,606.51. And this is at a 95% grant.
Moved.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero,
Yes.
Commissioner Mears.
Yes.
Sure. Timeline on that.
His award letter.
Grant, 95%, is that state, not grant?
Yes.
We vote on that.
Yes.
Okay. Any other? Any other questions from the media? We will recess till 10:30 when we have bid openings.
Because I'm in Zoom.
Okay, it's 10:30 and the Richmond Board of Commissioners back in session. Jodica Shetty is online with us now, and we've been also contractors. Would you mind stating your name and the company you're with?
Dan Sacramento Architect.
Mike Bear, Adena Corporation.
Thank you.
Tim Obringer, Studer Obringer.
BJ Scott, Wolf Creek Contracting.
Thank you. We have received 3 bids. Dan, you want to talk to anything about this project before we open them up?
This is a addition and alterations for the Domestic Violence Shelter Inc. of Richmond County. They have an existing location, several other buildings in the area that they utilize. This particular building became available. They purchased the building. Money is coming through community development block grant money administered through Mrs. Shetty's auspices, and it's to take what was an office building, link buildings together, and then create additional sleeping rooms for people in it. So it creates about 4 additional sleeping rooms and office administrative space.
Well, it's 10:31, so open the 3 bids.
Have Studer Obringer Incorporated. The lump sum all work, not including unit price work or alternates, is $262,000. The alternate add-on is $16,300. The only thing that I don't see though, you guys, is a bid bond.
Should be 2 counts for that.
There's a property tax. Let's see here. There they are. It's in the back. Usually it's attached to the bid. So
Read again the base bid.
I show the base bid 262,000.
Not 267.
Oh, is that all right, it is 267. Looks like a 2, doesn't it?
Yeah, just read the
Yeah.
words.
267. Jeez.
Tony, what company was that again?
Well, the way I'm reading things today, Al, I'm not sure you should trust me, but it is Studer Obringer Incorporated. Jeez Louise.
Okay, I have Adena Corporation. Do have a contract, and it's work lump sum, not including the alternate, is $290,800. Alternate is $31,568.
And I have,
I'm sorry, Daryl, you weren't clear on those.
Okay, $290,000, 888, 290, comma, 888. And the alternate is 31, comma, 568.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have Wolf Creek Contracting Company LLC. Lump work, all work not including unit, price work, or alternates is $451,918. Alternates, $23,588. No sense. And I do have a bid bond.
Mr. Suckle, are you going to take these and look them over?
I didn't quite hear what the entire project was, and I know it's been a while since it was discussed. Is it to connect two buildings and remodel the newly purchased building?
That is correct. The existing domestic violence shelter acquired a building to the south of it. They're separated by a space of about 6 feet. So in that 6 feet, we're going to link two buildings together. It is a multi-level thing, so that link is a stairs. And then most of the alteration work is in the building to the south that has been acquired. It's been various business uses over the years, doctor's office, financial consultants, insurance. So this will be able to be used by the domestic violence shelter to expand sleeping quarters. It gives them an additional 4 sleeping rooms.
You say 4?
That is correct.
What is the alternative add-on? Dan? What's that?
The alternative is actually within the existing building as far as how people are, let's say, brought in to the building at the entranceway. There's a security process. There's a advocate's office. There's a window. And we're kind of rearranging some spaces to allow that flow to be more secure. And then we're trading an advocate's office for a bedroom. And then that bedroom has a bathroom remodeling element to that. So it's a slight change of space around within the existing building.
Is the CDBG grant going to pay for the entire cost of the remodeling?
Mrs. Shodica will have to address that. I'm not exactly sure.
She got off already.
Okay.
I don't remember how much. I'm sure they're paying some of their own because that's how CDBG works.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that percentage split is. I'm sorry.
And going into the project, did you have an estimate that was in mind, and how have the bids come in compared to that?
Well, actually knowing what the construction climate is out there, I may not look like I'm ecstatic at this point, but I am. Our estimate for the base bid was 265,000, and the apparent low we've received is 267.
We would still lose if we were on the prices right.
The alternate, the estimate for the alternate was 31, and the apparent low is 16.3. So now we're
Yeah.
You put it together, you don't get the.
there. You go. I'll take the Cadillac. Thank you.
Who carries that? Okay. Well, the procedure for this, I believe, will be, Dan, that you will get back with us and let us know if the apparent, whatever bids the best and lowest and best.
We check them for form, and then we check background, make sure everything's appropriate. And then I will probably come back in your meeting in a week and make a recommendation to you at that time.
Okay, well, we appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We had one piece of business we didn't get done before we went to the bid opening. And Keller, can you give us any more light on the tower thing at this time or not?
I need to take a look at the building code first.
Thank you. All right. The other. Hearing none, we will, any more from the media? Hearing none, it is 10:40 and we will stand adjourned.
Yes.
That help us, everyone.